Hi, myself Dr. Muhammad Ahmad. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to show you a short trick for finding the integral of partial fraction. That is, if in the integral, if in the integrand, suppose we have to use partial fraction, then apply integrand. So, to how to avoid that process and apply a short trick. That is what I am going to discuss in this video. Suppose the given question is something like this: integral x minus 3 by x into x plus 1 into x minus 2. If the given integrand is of this form, then in the conventional way what we do, here we apply the partial fraction first. That is, we take this integrand equal to a upon x plus b upon x plus 1 plus c upon x minus 2. We take like this, then we find the values of a, b, c and separate the integral and evaluate. So to avoid that process, lengthy process, nearly it will take 10 to 15 minutes. To avoid that, we can use a small trick. Only when this trick is applicable only when the given integrand, in the given integrand, the denominator is factorized linearly, means it should have linear factors in the denominator. Then only the trick that I am going to tell you is applicable. If non-linear factors are there in the denominator, that is some x square, x cube, if that non-linear terms are there in the denominator, non-linear factors are there in the denominator, then this trick whatever I am going to tell you, that is not applicable, right? This trick is applicable only when the denominator can be factorized into linear factors. As you can see here, the denominator is already factorized into linear factors, x into x plus 1, x minus 2, right? So instead, to avoid the process of partial fraction, I am going to tell you a small trick. So here what we have to do is, the value of this integral is equal to, right, we have to 1 by 1 term we have to consider, 1 by 1 factor we have to consider in the denominator and equate that to 0. So start with x equal to 0, put x equals to 0, then in the first term what we have to do, everywhere we have to take x equal to 0, that is here, here and here, except this term, whatever we have equated to 0, except that we have to take 0 here, here and here, that is 0 minus 3, and in the denominator 0 plus 1 and 0 minus 2, right? Then log of whatever the term we have equated to 0, that value we have to write, log of x, then plus in the second term we have to equate x plus 1 equal to 0, then the value of x will be minus 1, right? So first we have equated x to 0, then we are equating now x plus 1 to 0. So x plus 1 equal to 0 means x equal to minus 1. Now this minus 1 value we have to keep here, here and here. We have to avoid this term, whatever we have equated to 0, we have to avoid that term. So put here minus 1 minus 3, minus 1 minus 3 is divided with minus 1, in place of x I am writing minus 1, then omit the second term, then x minus 2 is there, minus 1 minus 2, right? Then log of whatever the term we have equated to 0, that we have to write here, that is x plus 1. So this is the second term, then last term will be plus. Now we have to write x minus 2 equal to 0, last factor is x minus 2, then x value will be 2. Now this value we have to substitute here, here and here. So 2 minus 3 is divided with 2 into 2 plus 1, right? Then that term we have to avoid and write that term here, log of x minus 2. Now simplify this. So 0 minus 3 is minus 3 and here minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. So 3 by 2 log x, and here we will get minus 4 in the numerator and minus 3. So it will be like minus 4 by here minus 3 into minus 1 is plus 3, log of x plus 1, and here 2 minus 3 is minus 1 by, and here 2 plus 1 is 3 into 2 is 6, 1 by 6, log of x minus 2. So this is the required integration of given integral, which is x minus 3 by x into x plus 1 x minus 2. So if you want to go by conventional way, what we are supposed to do, we have to write this as x minus 3 by x into x plus 1 x minus 2 equal to a by x plus b by x plus 1 plus c by x minus 2. Then find the values of a, b, c. Then substitute the values of a, b, c and apply the integral over the factors, right? Instead of doing that, if the denominator is linearly factorized, then we can use this trick. In that, what we have to do, one by one factor we have to consider and equate to 0. Then whatever the value we are getting for x, that we have to substitute in this by omitting the considered term and log of considered term, plus the same thing, x plus 1 equal to 0, x equal to minus 1 we will get, substitute the value of minus 1 here, here and here, right? Then log of whatever the term we have equated to 0, that we have to write here. Similarly for third term. Hope it is understandable and easy for you. We'll see one more example. Okay, the second example is integral x square plus 2 upon x cube plus x square minus 2x dx, right? Here you can see that the denominator is not factorized. First we have to factorize this. Then we have to apply the trick that I am saying, if the denominator is factorized into linear factors. So let us factorize this and check whether it is factorized into linear factors or not. So the given denominator is x cube plus x square minus 2x. You can see that x can be taken common. Then what will remain? X square plus x minus 2 is remain. Then x into, we have to factorize this. So factorizing this is x square plus 2x minus x minus 2, right? Then x into, from the first two terms x can be taken out, so x plus 2 is remaining. The last two terms minus 1 can be taken out, so x plus 2 will be remaining, right? So finally what we will get? X into x minus 1 into x plus 2. Therefore the given integral will become integral x square plus 2 upon x cube plus x square minus 2x dx. This will become integral x square plus 2 upon x into x minus 1 plus into x plus 2 dx. This will remain. Now you can see that the denominator is factorized into linear factors, right? So one by one we have to equate to 0. So first we will equate x to 0. Then see, x equal to 0 we have to substitute here in this term and in this term. So what we will get? 2 0 plus 2 upon 0 minus 1 into 0 plus 2 into log, what is the term that we have equated to 0? X we have equated to 0, so that we have to write here. Then plus next factor is x minus 1. We have to equate this x minus 1 to 0. So x minus 1 equal to 0 means x equal to 1. Now x equal to 1 we have to substitute in this term and here. So what we will get? 1 plus 2 upon 1 into, in the last term 1 plus 2 and log of, we have equated x minus 1 to 0, so x minus 1 here. Then plus equate the last x plus 2 to 0. So what we will get here? X plus 2 equal to 0. Then x equal to minus 2. So minus 2 value we have to substitute here. Minus 2 whole square plus 2 upon minus 2 into minus 2 minus 1 and log of x plus 2, right? Simplify this, you will get the required answer. When we simplify this, here we are having minus 2 and in the numerator 2. So 2 by minus 2 is minus 1, which is minus log x, and here 2 plus 1, 3 upon 2 plus 1, 3. So we will get plus 1 log of x minus 1, and here we will get 4 plus 2, 6 by here minus 3 and minus 2. So we will get plus 6. So 6 by 6 is plus 1. So plus log of x plus 2. Right, this is the required answer for the given integrand. Hope this trick is useful for you and it is easy to understand. Thank you.